Do you buy vinyl?
Yo, what's up? This is Vic Mensa. We're at Amoeba, and this is What's in My Bag.
Not to mention my girlfriends. What went wrong? Did they do me too right? Am I the same as the snakes? Is the past coming back to bite? Did I waste too many days? Did I fight too many nights? Will they love me when I die? Will I ever learn to fly?
First record I picked up was Nevermind the Bollocks. The energy captivated me as a kid, and I felt like it's one of those bands and one of those records. Didn't they never have another record after this or something too? I think that was it, but shit was just authentic, man. It was a real channel of energy. It was like a whole generation's energy coming out of one fucking band. It was just so vitriolic. The next record I think I picked up, was this. It's D'Angelo live at Jazz Cafe. You know, I always have sworn by D'Angelo being as the male incarnation of Black Jesus, and Lauryn Hill being the female incarnation. Well, yeah, you know, whatever, fuck the gender roles and shit. Live at the Jazz Cafe probably has all types of vamps and intros and musical bridges that I could sample, and that'd be iller than sampling like the album proper. Then I grabbed Slum Village Fantastic Volume 2. This is, without a doubt, one of the best produced hip-hop records of all time, because this is Dilla doing an entire album for a group in which he's the principal songwriter, you know? I'm like, this is just necessary. Dilla's really underrated as a rapper, man. That's really why I saw it, and I didn't grab Dilla Donuts, because I had that, but then I was like, nah, let me go to the Slumville, because he's so underrated as a rapper, in my opinion. His flow was so fucking natural. His arrogance was jumping off the record, and he was just talking that shit. People kind of overlook it because he's one of the best fucking producers of all time, but of any genre. But Dilla just like always inspired me as a rapper a lot. So I grabbed this because there's a lot of Dilla raps on here, some of the best ones. Like in high school, I would like put on Climax or 2U, 4U, like when I was trying to be smooth and shit. And I'm like, I'm trying to introduce you, girl. I'm trying to put you on some shit that niggas might not even show you, you know, not for another 10 years right now. But then also you got like Raise It Up, Crazy. I ain't about shit, no, it wasn't me, dog. I don't fluff, ain't that nigga JD. He was just going off. Yeah, that shit is deep. It's a lot of heat on there.
You ain't never seen me ballin' out at the bar, right? I don't rock my ice and bounce foreign cars, and my Rover ain't the hardest Rover you ever seen. That ain't a TV screen, it ain't sitting on 18s, dog. I ain't gaining no green and my chain don't swing. I ain't doing my thing, I ain't doing a thing.
This is like one of the most influential hip hop albums to me also. One of my favorite albums, and my favorite Tribe album for sure. You know, every song for the most part is just drums and bass, you know, and like double bass stuff. You listen to it and it's just like so simple, but they made it so murderous, you know, because jazz, I feel, can be put in the hip hop and be like highlighting its like skittering rhythms. Even like jazzy can be a way that you might describe a beat that's kind of like more wavy than aggressive, but they just made it both at the same time. They made it aggressive, but it was also jazzy in the sense that it was like those jazzy chords, but it was like really aggressive because they highlighted the bass line. R.I.P. Phife Dawg. I feel like Phife Dawg is one of the nicest rappers. I always consider Phife Dawg to be the first rapper that I really listened to with what I consider like the golden flow, just like very pristine, you know? It's like he's rhyming pretty much every line, like straightforward.
I'm all that and then some, short, dark and handsome, bust a nut inside your eye to show you where I come from.
I gave my dad this record when I was like, okay, I'm really doing fucking rap. This is what I'm doing with my life. There was no college thing happening. but I had shit moving in rap, and I remember I was like trying to engage my dad, and I'm like, man, let me give you somewhere to start, because he's an open-minded person. He's West African though. He's from Ghana, so you know he didn't grow up with hip hop. I remember him saying he listened to it and he liked it, and I just feel like it's a real square one of hip hop.
Right on the 2-inch tape, the abstract poet incognito runs the cape, not the best, not the worst, and occasionally I coast to get my point across. So bust the floors as I go in between the grit and the dirt. Listen to the mission, listen, missions I do work.
This record, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, this is just apex of hip hop and one of the high points of music. I feel like people like a D'Angelo or a Lauryn Hill gave us so little music overall, but what they did give to the world shifted the course of music's evolution so much that they never lose any relevance. And she's been torn down a lot. You know, people will say things like she's crazy, but she did it, you know? She made the best fucking, like one of the best albums in the genre of all time. So I gotta have so much love for this album. I really love when someone's music really reflects the things that you know are going on in their life. Like To Zion, you know she had this big publicized split with Wyclef. You know that she has a child, and it's so cool to hear her perspective on it. You know, when she's saying it to Zion, like, look at your career, they said, Lauren, baby, use your head, but instead I chose to use my heart. Talking about deciding to have this son and how she felt as a human being, and she just inspired a generation and will continue to inspire future generations.
Now I don't mean to get you upset. Get upset. Every cause has an effect.
The last record that I picked up was The Clash live at Shea Stadium. I got this also because I'm like, the live version is gonna have all of this fresh musicality that I haven't heard before, that I could probably grab loops from and sample, and I've been making a lot of beats recently. Clash is just one of my favorite bands. Specifically, this was in the rock session, but I feel like The Clash is a punk band. I feel like The Clash is the punk band. Their constant reinvention of their style musically and visually, their subject matter was informed, it was political, it was challenging. It, to me, is one of the best examples of music with a message. They took these songs that were like Spanish Bombs, you know, or Rock the Casbah, where it's like a dance record, you know, but he's talking about like religious leaders in the Middle East or something. You know, I still don't even fully know what they mean in that. They were just really good at putting these messages into crazy grooves. You could completely remove the message and still have an amazing song. Very few people have been able to do that.
Thank you so much.
All right, cool.
Really appreciate it.
No doubt.
I won't stop now. I can't stop now.